Polymath, and from Brighton as well.
We are all from Brighton. We are Polymath. We just played a gig at ArcTanGent, and it was wicked.
How did you find the gig?
Yeah, it was great. It was much busier than we expected because we were opening up. So
we figured we'd be playing to like 20, 30 people. But yeah, it was good. It was good. It kind of filled up.
It filled up about halfway through the first song, which is really good. And then just people kept coming. It was, every time I looked up, there were more and more people. So
yeah, I didn't look up till like halfway through, and it was full.
You seemed proper involved when you were playing. It's like if anybody was to walk in front of you during the set, you'd be like, I'm not going to notice you. I'm just going for it. Get out of my way. Like there's a photographer in front of you who nearly had his head taken off. Because you're bringing your guitar down like an axe.
Oh really?
Like, I think we got it on camera. There's like a snippet. It's like you're just going around and you bring it down. And he goes. It's like, that's a good thing.
I took a picture on the way down like that.
Yeah. I really hope so. It's just like his face of terror, like half of his chin. It's like. I was browsing your Soundcloud. I was looking at all the tags and everything.
Yeah.
I know you tag everything on Soundcloud, so like every genre that you want to fit in. But you tagged yourself as Polymath. Is there actually a definition behind the sound that you're trying to create, and is that what you call Polymath?
Well, the definition of kind of Polymath is to kind of be, well, kind of like Michelangelo and people like that. They did lots of different things to a high standard, and that's what, you know, I'm not putting us in that category at all. But literally, you know, it's to do kind of lots of different things, and it kind of goes in with the kind of choppy, changey, mathy kind of stuff that we kind of play, and we try and be the best at what we can do. But it's like we try and chop and change and do lots of things. So it kind of went as a band name as such. So, and it was quite catchy and stuff like that. So it kind of stuck.
It's more of an aspiration than a statement.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Sweet.
You just try and be the best you can.
How many songs have you released to date?
We released a single on the called Vertex, which was on the 29th of July.
Yeah.
And that was with a video, so that was just download only for free from Bandcamp. So we did that in conjunction with the video, so that's the official release. Apart from that, we haven't officially released anything else. We're kind of pacing ourselves a bit, want to get lots of stuff recorded beforehand, and we've just recorded a new track which is going to hopefully be released by the end of the year, again with like a long video. It's going to be quite a long song,
yeah,
so we're going to do like a short film with it.
Yeah, that'll be released more as an EP than a single. Whilst it's one song, it's 11
kind of,
minutes long, so it's kind of
it's kind of a bit epic. We're going to do a short film with it, so that should be hopefully.
And actually, for everyone who came to ArcTanGent, we've been handing out flyers, which have actually all gone now, for our song El Castillo, which is we've got as a secret link on SoundCloud. So
and that's only on the flyer, just to download there. So it's like a ArcTanGent exclusive there.
When you're thinking of how to like actually write a song, could you explain to us your actual process, like from conception to actually getting it nailed and then performing it live? Because with math rock, it's not like you just sit down, it's like, oh, here's a bunch of lyrics that we've done, this single riff is nice. It's not like an A B C.
Yeah.
Can you define your process? It's like, do you all just jam and then see how things go, or?
I think like when we're writing, generally you'll come along with a lot of ideas, and then
we kind of piece them together as a band. I might come in, I've got several sections which I think this might all fit together, and then we kind of play them out, and then usually, you know, so we'll play that and go, okay, that's right, we'll get that right, and then go to the next section, and it might work or might not work, and then from that something else might come out of, you know, Chris might think up something slightly different from what I was thinking, and go, right, we can put this section in. So I come in with like quite a lot of ideas, and then those two just make it better.
Tim is also a drummer, so I think you kind of think.
I think quite rhythmically with the guitar. So, and then Chris kind of picks up on that, and then literally the songs develop like that, and then we can actually, as a band, piece it together and then make it better.
Do you ever fear that some of your riff structures might be too diverse for like people to actually like take on board? Because when you look at people listening to like your sort of music, you can see them starting to get involved, and they just go, fuck off. Like, key change, what?
We started, like, we've all been in bands for ages before, and I think we just started this one to play the music that we like playing, and it's like we're not really, it's great that people like it, but it really just started out of.
I think we've all been in bands where we were trying to please other people before this one, and the idea of this one was just to do whatever we wanted.
To do what we wanted, and if people like it, then that's cool.
Yeah. Where would you like to take the band? Because you were saying earlier you're going to do like your 11-minute masterpiece of a video, so you get that done. Like say within a year, where would you like to have been? Would you like to have been like higher up a bill, and any specific festivals that you actually feel that you should be playing?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we haven't played that many gigs this year. We've been writing quite a lot, and to get on to a festival, I mean, like this, a bill that's as good as this. I feel really privileged to do so, considering we haven't done a lot, as much as we should have. So getting onto a festival bill so quickly is really good. And now, like the aspirations for next year, you want to play more gigs. You want to at least just get it out there and play. That's all I want to do. And if like I say, if people like it, that's great. People seem to be liking it, so we just take it as far as we can. Gig a lot, record a lot.
We've actually played less than 10 shows, I suppose.
Yeah, I think we played about maybe 5 last year, and this is our fourth gig this year.
This started
3 in the last.
We've done 3 in the last 3 days.
This started very much as a side project because all of us had other bands that we were doing, and Crispy gets injured a lot.
We had about 6 months off.
Yeah, 6 months off.
And the band's only been together about a year, so 6 months really. Active 6 months.
I think it'd be nice to do some more collaborations with other kind of, like we're doing the video, and it'd be nice to tie in with other people. We've got a lot of kind of creative friends who do great stuff as well. So
the video that we did, we had done with our friend John Dental Burley, who is like an award-winning filmmaker. He's a Spanish filmmaker, and he was kind enough to do our video for free. We're going to do.
It's quite nice to collaborate with people.
Yeah, he's going to start doing media for us as well. For our shows as well, just to give it another dynamic, and also do the short movie for us as well for the 11-minute track.
Because you're Brighton based, have you ever thought about starting to collaborate with, say, Physics House Band and Nordic Giants, who are all they're based in Brighton and they're here this weekend?
Yeah, we all know them quite well. So it's always, because Brighton's really small, so you kind of, if you're in a band, you kind of get to know people, and you end up going to see each other's shows and stuff like that. So it's interesting just to get on bills, because they're doing really well, and Physics is doing amazingly. They're an incredible band. Nordics are incredible as well. They just, both bands blow each other away. So it's good to be in and amongst them and kind of take inspiration off them and things like that. And
there's definitely we'll end up doing something at some point.
Yeah, I think so. Whether it's playing together, collaborating or whatever, the possibilities are there. You never know.
Aren't we playing the next Physics House Party at some point?
Physics House Parties.
Oh yeah, we might be. Yeah. That's true.
Unconfirmed, but
confirmed now.
It's been suggested.
One of the questions I've been asking bands over the weekend, because I just want us to, you'll get the other one in a sec. What are your views on the current state of the music industry? You guys, for example, you're genre set apart, but if you compare it to the writing skills, say from Queen back in the day, and then you look at songs that are being written now, for example, the Beyonce song, which is just her repeating "Girls" again and again and again for 3.5 minutes. What are your thoughts on music writing and just the industry in general? Be as brutally honest as you want.
Writing for popular music today is as much of a skill as it's ever been. I think it's definitely something that
you've got a right to a market. And if there's a market out there, whether it's not particularly my bag, but there is a market for it, and to write a good pop song is a really good skill, but there's I don't know, I think there's kind of just been an X Factor generation that's been brainwashed and that has been told that this is what you should listen to, and I think that's all they get on the radio and things like that. And I just think
said, there's still there is still a lot of skill in
In
the actual writing.
Definitely,
stuff.
yeah, I agree. But I just think people should be. They're not told about other genres of music and just accepted that this is what is a good song, and then you grow up thinking that, and you know, there's this you know, these kind of genres of music. You know, there's so many kind of genres of music,
And then
people
the
don't
festival happens basically.
know about.
But it's fantastic that a festival like this, which brings like all of this type of music together.
Yeah, you only come here for the lineup, don't you? I mean, literally.
The
like,
lineup
it's
the
amazing.
best lineup. I mean, I can't think of a band that's not here. Like, I look at my Spotify discovery list, and it's like all the bands that are playing here, like every single one, and all the bands that I've been listening to.
Yeah, I kind of had the same thing on Spotify. Like for the past like 4 weeks or something, obviously you listen to all the bands playing. So I went on the discovery thing. It's like, oh, you've been listening to 65 Days of Static. You should listen to Fuck Buttons. Like, and the whole page was just linking to every single act who was playing this weekend.
Yeah, you look over at the post and go, yeah.
Oh. And like every time new acts was announced, it's like, these people I've always wanted to see. It's like they had their fingers in the minds of every single person who wanted to come to this festival. Go on, part of
There is a market out there for it.
Yeah.
You've proved it, you know.
I think it's a growing market as well.
Yeah, definitely.
My final question, it might be quite tough straight away. If you three were to curate a festival over 4 days, who would be your 4 headliners?
Bloody
And
hell.
why? You can argue amongst yourselves. It's not.
That's a tough question, isn't it?
I'd probably ask Future of the Left to reform McCluskey.
There can be like bands from days gone by.
Right, I'll have McCluskey. There you go.
I'll take Million Dead.
Million Dead? Million Dead, McCluskey.
I'd take the Mars Volta back in the day.
Did you take the Mars Volta back in the day, or did you take out the driving?
Yeah.
Better
I think
bass
no,
player than Mars Volta.
deloused era, the Mars Volta.
Who would close the
Really?
Sunday?
Don't know. What about Bosnian Rainbows?
Nah. Mars Volta over them any day.
You're an idiot. Bosnian Rainbows are brilliant.
You know nothing.
Bosnian Rainbows drummer plays bass on a synthesizer.
He does, and he's very good, but it's
It
not.
doesn't
it's
have.
not-
I
not-
agree.
it's-
It
It's
doesn't
good,
have Juan Alderet, and as long as it doesn't have.
and it doesn't
the
have
best
John
bass
Theodore
player
on drums either. It doesn't have. Anyway.
So what are we having? The Mars. Is it? We got 3.
Yeah.
Get your Sunday.
Oh.
Like someone a bit more chilled for Sunday, like Sigur Rós.
Really?
Yeah, I like Sigur Rós.
All right. It's a bit easy.
It's a Sunday.
Why can we have like Mum instead? It's like the same thing, but better.
I don't know.
Better?
Yeah, it's better.
Not better.
Yeah, it's better. You've been brainwashed. Sigur Rós generation.
X Factor, Sigur Rós
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah, X Factor had that Sigur Rós song for like 3 seasons.
I
for all
don't know
their
why you're
VCs.
hitting
That's
me.
what
I
it
didn't even
is.
suggest
Simon
Sigur.
What?
Cowell over here.
What,
wants
Hoppy
Sigur
Pie
Rós.
Make Everybody Cry song?
Yeah.
No, all right, let's go further back. Pink Floyd doing Dark Side of the Moon. There you go.
Right.
That's more chilled.
Which bass player?
You, Joe.
No.
How about you there?
Which?
Roger Waters.
You want Roger Waters?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
Because you can have Guy Pratt.
Just because you love him.
Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. Original lineup.
Thank you guys. This has been Polymath at ArcTanGent for 7-Bit Arcade.
Thank you.